Hi, and thank you for choosing to play one of my quizzes. I know you have a lot of choice of what to play these days, so I really appreciate you being here. And for that, I'm going to bring you the highest quality quiz questions that I can, always presented by a human. Your challenge for this quiz is to score 60 or more correct answers. Can you do that? Let's find out. What species is the shark from Jaws? A bull shark, great white shark, or tiger shark? It is a great white shark. In Monopoly, how many railroads are on the board? Are there 4, 8 or 1? And there are 4. Who was the ancient Greek god of the sun? Was it Zeus, Helios or Athena? The answer I'm looking for there, Helios. Which word can follow English, Irish and Gordon as dog breeds? Shepherd, Retriever or Setter? And they are all setters. In the James Bond film, what is the name of the man with the golden gun? Is he Scaramanga, Blofeld or Le Chiffre? He is Scaramanga. Marco Polo Airport serves which city? Is it Venice, Barcelona or Lisbon? It serves Venice. What is the common name for Narcissus? Is it tulip, rose or daffodil? That is daffodil. Which ancient Egyptian god had the head of a jackal? Anubis, Osiris or Hathor? That is Anubis. Which continent is not officially divided up into time zones? Antarctica, Asia or Africa? The correct choice there, Antarctica. In 2005, who became the first person to fly solo around the world without refueling? Was that Chuck Yeager, Steve Fossett or Richard Branson? That was Steve Fossett. Don't You Forget About Me was a 1980s hit for which Scottish band? Big Country, Simple Minds or Ultravox? That was a hit for Simple Minds. Named after the flower, what colour is cornflower? Is it red, yellow or blue? It is blue. Sacred Heart Hospital in California is the setting for which TV show? Scrubs, ER or Grey's Anatomy? That's the setting for Scrubs. Which metal is obtained by processing bauxite? Aluminium, mercury or copper? That is aluminium. In Dubai, what is the Burj Khalifa? Is it a palace, mosque or skyscraper? And it is the world's tallest building. In the Bible, Jesus was baptized in which river? The Euphrates, Jordan or Nile? The answer, the Jordan. Which 1990s band sang That's Me in the Corner, That's Me in the Spotlight? Was that REM, Radiohead or Nirvana? And there's a bonus point if you can name the song. That's from REM. Which tech brand made the Xperia range of smartphones? Nokia, Samsung or Sony? The answer, Sony. Ganymede is the largest moon orbiting which planet? Mars, Jupiter or Saturn? and it orbits Jupiter. In the US, Labor Day is a public holiday in which month of the year? September, March or July? That's in September. Someone described as sacerdotal has which occupation? A soldier, baker or priest? The answer, a priest. What fruit comes in the varieties Riesling and Grenache? Pears, apples or grapes? And they are both varieties of grapes. Name the ceremonial dance performed by the New Zealand rugby team before a game. Is it the haka, waka or saka? And it is the haka. Which Australian group had a hit with Don't Dream It's Over? Is that Crowded House, In Excess or Savage Garden? That's by Crowded House. The Latin legal term alibi literally translates into English as what? Excuse, innocent or elsewhere? That is, elsewhere. A niqab is an Arab garment worn by women on which part of the body? Legs, face or arms? The answer, the face. The song City of Stars is from which movie? Bohemian Rhapsody, La La Land or Wicked? That's from La La Land. Actor and model Gal Gadot is from which country? Israel, Greece or Turkey? She's from Israel. Which Canadian province has French as its official language? Alberta, Quebec or Nova Scotia? That is Quebec. What was Ripley's first name in the Alien films? Was it Ellen, Kate or Anna? And she is Ellen Ripley. In Braille, which letter uses the fewest number of raised dots? Z, Q or A? The answer is A. The line, "If music be the food of love, play on," is from which Shakespeare play? A Midsummer Night's Dream, The Merchant of Venice or Twelfth Night? That's from Twelfth Night. Which game features 4 blank tiles worth 0 points? Scrabble, Backgammon or Monopoly? That is Scrabble. Which country produces solid gold coins called Cougarans? Are they from South Africa, India or Angola? They're from South Africa. The Mormon Church is based in which US state? Texas, Colorado or Utah? The answer there, Utah. How many furlongs are there in a mile? Are there 12, 10 or 8? And there are 8. What is the name of the system of passing messages using flags? Semaphore, passing or Morse? The answer, semaphore. Which office process was originally called electrophotography? Faxing, emailing or photocopying? That is photocopying. Who made the original Worcestershire sauce? John Pemberton, Liam Perrins or Henry J. Hines? Worcestershire sauce was originally made by Liam Perrins. Leopold Bloom is the main character in which 1904 novel? Ulysses, Waiting for Godot, or Dubliners? The answer, Ulysses. What condition do you have if you cannot resist the urge to steal? Monomania, megalomania, or kleptomania? That is kleptomania. In the computing term USB, what does the S stand for? Is it serial, service, or system? That is Universal Serial Bus. What is the more common name for the constellation Ursa Major? Is it Virgo, the Great Bear, or Orion's Belt? It is the Great Bear. The infection called pertussis has which more common name? Chickenpox, whooping cough, or mumps? That is whooping cough. Port-au-Prince is the capital city of which country? Nicaragua, Haiti, or Venezuela? That is the capital of Haiti. Which famous US university is in New Haven, Connecticut? Yale, Harvard, or Princeton? That is Yale. Steinway is famous for making which musical instrument? Violins, guitars, or pianos? And they make pianos. Elastigirl and Dash are characters in which animated movie? Monsters Inc., The Incredibles, or Toy Story? They're from The Incredibles. Arrow Team is another name for which punctuation mark? Question mark, exclamation mark, or comma? The answer, a question mark. Ragtime is an early style of which music? Jazz, folk, or rock? The answer is jazz. What is your hobby if you are using a liquid called slip? Fishing, baking, or pottery? That's used in pottery. Who was the lead singer of Genesis before Phil Collins? Peter Gabriel, Roger Daltrey, or Simon Le Bon? The answer, Peter Gabriel. What is kept in an apiary? Birds, bees, or fish? The answer is bees. Which has the motto Citius Altius Fortius? Is that OPEC, the Olympic Games, or the United Nations? That's the motto of the Olympic Games. Which gemstone name means salt water in Latin? Amethyst, garnet, or aquamarine? The answer is aquamarine. What's the first name of Ms. Greer who wrote The Female Eunuch? Germaine, Gladys, or Gemma? The answer is Germaine. Which day is known as Poisson d'Avril in France? Is that April Fool's Day, Christmas Eve, or Easter Sunday? That is April Fool's Day. Which actor created the characters of Ali G and Borat? Sacha Baron Cohen, Jim Carrey, or Will Ferrell? They were created by Sacha Baron Cohen. Of the 23 pairs of chromosomes, how many pairs look the same in both males and females? 1, 23, or 22? The answer, 22. Who wrote the operas Tosca and Madame Butterfly? Was that Mozart, Puccini or Verdi? Thereby Puccini. What was the price of one Bitcoin at the start of 2010? $10,000, $100 or less than 1 cent? And don't we all wish we'd bought 1,000 of them back then? The answer is less than a cent. Carpal tunnel syndrome is associated with which part of the body? The wrists, spine or knee? And that affects the wrists. Which planet was named after the Roman god of agriculture? Uranus, Saturn or Neptune? The answer, Saturn. Which Australian actress's first leading role was in Dead Calm in 1989? Isla Fisher, Cate Blanchett or Nicole Kidman? That was Nicole Kidman. How old was Malala Yousafzai when she won the Nobel Peace Prize? 17, 24 or 9? She was 17. What is the name of the medical professional who specialises in feet? A trichologist, ophthalmologist or chiropodist? The answer, a chiropodist. Joe Strummer was the co-founder of which famous rock group? Aerosmith, The Clash or Thin Lizzy? The answer, The Clash. In printing, what does DPI stand for? Down pass iteration, deep print interface or dots per inch? That is, dots per inch. The Power of Love by Huey Lewis was used in which 80s movie? Dirty Dancing, Back to the Future or Pretty Woman? That's from Back to the Future. Cerulean is a shade of which colour? Blue, green or red? That's a shade of blue. Who argued that a cat could be both alive and dead inside a box so long as nobody looked inside? Was that Pavlov, Schrödinger or Freud? That was Schrödinger. Villainous enemies of which superhero are often locked up in Arkham Asylum? Superman, Batman or Spider-Man? That's for the enemies of Batman. Kabuki is a form of traditional theatre from which country? India, Japan or New Zealand? That's from Japan. Lenny and George are the main characters in which American novel? Of Mice and Men, Grapes of Wrath or Wrath, or To Kill a Mockingbird? The correct answer is Of Mice and Men. Which French philosopher and writer refused a Nobel Prize in 1964? Albert Camus, Simone de Beauvoir or Jean-Paul Sartre? That was Jean-Paul Sartre. So how well did you do? You know what, when I make these quizzes, I make lots of edits. And if you'd like to see some of the outtakes, let me know and maybe I'll put some at the end of one of the videos in the future. Anyway, up on your screen now is another quiz and I think you're going to really enjoy it, so give that one a go too.